review as well. I've got some more UPSs. I got this one, and this one, all for 15 bucks. Bloody good score. These two here and this one, I got my Razor scooter batteries and they work fine. This one works as well, but I ain't got a spare battery. MGE brand, and I'll tell you the Seiko MX, same as the first UPS. And that's the one of the Seiko MX. That one's gone. 2011. That one's out of the big white MGE brand UPS. It's not puffed up. I might be able to get some fresh batteries in that. This one here looks to be in good condition physically, hasn't puffed. So I might pop these tops off and get some fresh battery electrolyte in there for my car battery. Just moisten the plates, same with this one. That might fix it. It did a little bit to that one. That one there did actually pick up despite its bad cell. I did that just as an experiment. And it does work in theory, so I'm going to try it with these two. Just moisten the plates with some electrolyte out of a car battery. That's good actually, that is puffed up. Actually, that might not be good either. This one hasn't. Yeah, this just feels brand new still. This here might be fixable. So I'll pop these tops off and re-moisten that with battery electrolyte. Here we have a Boombox I scored. Toshiba Boombox. Model RT7055 with a bad belt. It's a logic control Boombox. 4 logic control dual tape deck with an auxiliary input. And it's just AM FM, no shortwave. I'm going to get the tape out because the belt's failed. This is a type that uses a cam on the capstan flywheel. And if the belt breaks and the head's up and position to play, you're not going to get the tape out or get this apart. This is the same thing you get with like a red National Boombox I've got, same thing. So here I can actually get this apart just enough to turn the flywheel with a scribe, so I can get the head to move down manually to get that tape out. This thing's in pretty good condition. Oh, spinning free. Oh, almost. Almost. Yes! I got it out. Look at that tape. That's been stuck for a while. That is stuck. The pads are up, but the tape's bent. It's been in there for that long. Oh, I can get this thing apart now. Awesome! So if you're going to come across a Boombox or a logic control mechanism and you want to get it apart, don't force it if the tape doesn't come out, because you're going to rip the tape and rip the head out of alignment and everything. Alright, this is all apart now. I'll set this down normally, get to that belt, fix that belt up. That belt is gone. Let's get this over here. Better position to see. It's all complete except for what I can see, the little knob for the FM band switch and the AM band switch is missing. You can see there the knob here, there the frame. There's a little knob here. Just let that hang carefully. There's nothing to drop there. There's 2 knobs here, but there's one here that's missing for the band. That's the only thing I can fault with it. And looking at the back, someone's added a DC jack in here. In the back of that, someone's put a DC jack to run it off a car or off a wall wart. As far as I know, everything works fine other than that little mod. So that all turns freely. And there's a belt still spinning, stuck to the bloody thing. Looks like we've got 2 separate motors on this deck. Got to get this mechanism there. We've got to screw up the top and toe on the bottom and get this one here out. And I can replace that belt. Looks like it's an AC bias. You can see how dirty this is. Gee, that's dirty. It's very clean. The tape's been there for that bloody long. Better look at the front. Huh, DJ Hi-Fi Bordura. No longer exists. Might have been the people that fixed it up and sold it. But it's a nice little boombox. I quite like it. It does work nicely, but it's got dirty switches. So they're going to get all a good spray contact cleaner. Yeah, get this cassette mechanism out and fix this cassette mechanism. Then they've got the tape out. That's down fully now. It's a dual motor deck. Oh, how about that? Matsushita and a Mabuchi and a Matsushita Panasonic motor made in Japan, 1985. There you go, mid 1980s boombox. There's a solenoid down there. This motor here must do a switching This does our capstan. This is mounted to the belt that's failed on this one. What pulls the head up with a cam. So these types of mechanisms, if you've got a tape in it and the belt fails, yeah, be careful when you try and get it apart to get the tape out. It can be a nightmare, but don't force it. This motor's got a piece of aluminium for a circuit board, and it's got no speed pot. It's on the circuit board in there. Well, that's clever. All Toshiba grade ICs too. Wow, here's a quality little boombox. Okay, someone's already replaced the belt in this deck. I can set it in and put the screws back in properly. Oh, I have to pull this deck A out because the screws are in the back loose. I can see someone's already did that belt. He didn't do this one, so let's get this belt changed. So someone has been in here before I have. See, it's going to be a tedious video, but this belt's just turned to mush. As soon as I touched it, it just turned to black mush all over my fingers. Oh, look at that pulley. Oh my god. The belt looks nice, but when I touch it, it instantly turns to mush. Oh, I only need a little screwdriver. There's plenty of alcohol to clean that, so I get me a little screwdriver. Well, that scribe I was using. That'll do, that scribe. Pick off everything out of the pulley here. Try not to get it all over the place. Well, I touched it again. Oh my god, look at that. There's another bag here. This is going to be a very messy job. This is going to be messy. Oh my god, it's stuck. The bag. That old snot. Be careful where this rag goes. It's going to make a black mush that's hard to clean, leave behind everywhere. Get the alcohol ready. Can't clean my fingers. Everything I touch is going to get full of it. Okay. No longer sticky anymore. I might have to pull this little thing out. Might have to pull it out to clean it. I do that. Have to retain the little clip behind there. Before I do that, I get the focus on the motor first, get the motor part of it cleaned. Then I'll do this last. I'll go pull the retention washer off that, which I don't want to lose. Oh my god, that is a mess. It's wrapped around the motor pulley. The belt's just wrapped around the motor pulley in a big tangle as the motor spun. So that tape was playing and all of a sudden she let go and the original owner just gave up. I'll give you a close look at that cassette on like this in a minute, when this is all done, before I play it. Because the tape is quite indented where the head's just been sitting in that one spot for so long. So I'm guessing that tape, yeah, that's a, yeah, it's a mid to late 90s cassette, this one. You can tell it's a after the year 2000 because that middle bolt there's no middle screw on that. It's only got the 4 screws. That middle one, they don't do it anymore. So it's post 2002, that tape, end of the era that was made. So somewhere around there, this probably when this failed actually, to take a wild guess, judging by the state of this belt. So yeah, at least 15, 16 years that head's just been sitting on that part of the tape since. It's a good thing the original owner never pulled it apart because he could have destroyed it. Can get that pulley cleaned up now. I might have to use some oil on that motor because if I get alcohol in the bearing, this motor's going to squeal. Okay, you can see there. You sort of see what I'm doing. I'm trying to do a good video here, but it's a bit of a tedious task. That's pretty much what I do, just working it like this and just spin the motor and just rub all that crap off it. That radio is not very good. It's losing its green stuff everywhere because it's been in contact with battery acid and it's just breaking down. Get some alcohol on that. Careful where this rag goes, it's going to make a mess, as I said. Ew belt snot. This has to be totally cleaned before I put a new belt on. This is going to jam and stick and slide in the new belt. That's better. You see there, my fingers. The alcohol helps not to get it all over your fingers. Another bit of rag. More alcohol. Clean my fingers as I'm working. Normally I go after multi-band and really older style heavy duty boom boxes, but this is actually quite a good boom box. Definitely worth picking up. I got this and about 25 cassette tapes, nice and cheap. So I got some good Sony UXs, a lot of TDKs, some Maxells, some recordable ones. I didn't get much pre-recorded ones because there wasn't much good stuff with pre-recorded tapes there at the shop. Okay, clean on top of that. Be careful, I hope I'm not getting it all over my bloody hands. That's a drawback when you do this sort of stuff. Fun hobby, but it's a dirty job. Yeah. Get another rag. See what the battery acid does. Weakens it up. You don't notice it straight away until about a week or so later, and it starts falling apart all of a sudden. Nice and clean now. Get it into the pulley, into the groove of the pulley, and then just turn it by hand with the alcohol in there. That's cleaned it right up. That's better. That's usable now. Now to get this flywheel out, what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it over. A little washer on the back of that. No, there isn't. Oh, there isn't. Okay. It's just hard to get out for some reason because of the oxide that's on it, so be careful. There's a spring in there I don't want to lose. Don't lose that spring. Set that there with the screws. Be very careful not to lose that. Look at that, dirty. You see what I'm talking about? There's gear in here. It goes in the cam up on here. There's a cam here that relies on that gear that pushes up the head when you press play. And when you press stop, this solenoid pulls its arm down. But this has to spin in the process for that to work to pull the head out of in neutral. So I'll get this pulley cleaned up. Same process. Okay, fingers are all clean. And this is all nice and clean now. Don't lose that back bearing either. I dropped that, lucky I didn't lose the washer behind it. That's all nice and clean. The final bit right inside the groove, you can clean that out, but it's not going to bother. The belt's not going to touch in there. I'm going to put a new one on. I've also gave this a good polish in the rag. Get all the oxide off that. And I'll put this back together now. I'll put that back in there. Oops. There, this shaft's magnetised. Although I get the tape head demagnetise it when this is all done and neutralise it again. Turns pretty good. Now let's get a new belt, replace that belt. To find a really good quality second-hand belt. Fits this beautifully. Oh, there's a bit of grip on that. Yeah, that's pretty good. There we go. That'll work. Then I'll reassemble this. A fine thread screw goes down here, goes a metal one, and that goes and holds this wire on here. Bit of a fiddly task, but it's all good. It's actually quite a nice little boombox, this. But yeah, it works pretty good, but the dirty switches are a bit annoying, so I'm going to fix that because only one speaker works. Let's apply the volume control. It's one of those boomboxes with the speakers are detachable, and luckily this is all the original, the manual and everything. So normally you find these, they've got mismatched speakers on them. Short one goes in there, that one goes here. You can finally see what's on that mystery cassette tape. Okay, there's another bolt there. Now I did drop a screw somewhere and I have to find it. Then they're going to get the other deck A out, the other tape deck, and put those loose screw lock and see they're back in properly, because I don't know why I only did that. Must have been a bit lazy. Anyway, I'll fix it up. It's all removable too. Or just unplugs and this whole deck can come out completely for service. Okay. Just be careful not to press down too hard against the bench, because you can damage the mechanism on the front. Misalign the head and everything. Okay, that's all in there. Actually, that other screw dropped. And that, I only went in there, but it doesn't seem to hold anything. Anyway, I'll put this back in, give it a quick test. Auto tape selector, you got these things here automatically select between type 2, type 4 and normal tape. It's a nice feature. There we go, put this back together. You can see this little gear here, that's your take up for that motor there. Direct driven take up wheel. That's really cool, that does your rewriting and fast forwarding on that motor up there. So that's a nice little addition, a good tape deck. I've seen a brand new Phillips tape deck and CD player with Big W, but the tape deck's what I call a no copyright infringement one, because it only plays back the tape. And it looked pretty average, the head looked really cheap and nasty, so yeah. For a tape player only, that would sound garbage. So you want to have a good experience with cassette tapes, get the good old decks and get the proper equipment at the peak. Because that cassette tapes sound pretty damn good, especially when you've got the right equipment. And this should run as it is without putting the fun on it. So I'll get this back together, I'll give it a test before I put this in together. Alright, I'll get the power cord. Probably too short, so I'll just use one of the UPS's. Can't bother getting the extension cord out, so I'm going to plug this into a UPS and I'll just change the battery in. No speakers, that's alright. Plug it in there, I'll plug the cord in the back. Okay, we'll power it on. That's working. Tape. You need to have a tape in it. That's alright. Ah, okay. I didn't realise my battery's a bit low in that. It just turned itself off. Yeah, I didn't check my scooter batteries, I haven't charged them in ages, so they're probably just below 12 volts been sitting in the shed. Now if I try and override one of the switches, I can press play or rewind to get this to work. Oh, look at that. Yes. Oh, that works brilliant. Alright. Awesome. Bobby Dazzler. Unplug that. Alright, now to do the buttons and the switch cleaning and clean the heads and put this thing back together. So, all cleaned up, put back together now to this point. Just notice this recording head done on the playback only deck. It's just the plastic shell without the electronics inside it. It's just hollow. That's without the electromagnet inside it. It's the hollow plastic shell. But they put it on there anyway. That's kind of cool. But they're all nice and clean. Just put it back together now. There's a little rag out of there. Just go straight back together now. There you go, all the screws, so it's back on its front, and we can reassemble it. And that's it. I'll give it a test, see what's on this tape. Okay, look at the head mark on that tape. Put like a set mode, ready to play. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but there's a nice indentation on the tape there. Oh boy, it's been there for a while. It's good quality cassette. Let's give it a play. Everything's been cleaned up. Press play. Oh, it's black. She's black. Interesting, it's black. Anyway, something else. Editor. MQSS, what that does, it'll search for a song and find a gap in the tape to the start of the next track. It's really cool. Let's see if it does it. It won't tell me that it's actually doing it, but I think it's going to do it. There we go. Now at the start of the song. Hey, it's cool. Sharp calls it the APSS, and I think Panasonic called it MQSS as well. Similar. Side B. Press play. Blank. Okay, we'll get it deck 1. That belt checked out okay, so we'll check this one out. Okay, that's stopped. Oh dear. Oh, that belt's slippery. Oh, that tape's stuck. Ah, that belt was loose. So I turned it by hand, it felt fine, but it's actually too loose. Now I can't get the tape out. Oh well, take this thing apart again and do the same with this one. Change this belt now. Press play. Yeah, the motor's slipping. Yep, the motor's slipping. Ah, I'm now going to take it apart again, do the same trick. I can get to that and turn that. Damn it. Okay, well, I've got it fixed. It's a bit harder to get that tape out, I'll tell you that. But I managed to put it all back together and not damage anything, other than the tape itself. A little bit creased, but not too bad. Better the tape could have damaged than this. The tape's replaceable, this isn't. Oh, that's better. Yeah, the pinch roller came out and I lost a clip for it. So I had to make a new clip that holds a pinch roller on. And the blank part of the tape now, but it all works good now that it's near belt. I should do a speed test on this one day. All works good. Fast forward to the end, see if it finds a bit of another song. Works good. Look at that, found a blank spot. Haha, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Now this has everything that it can record on this deck, but the head, so the switch up here and everything for the recording, but there's no wires there. So if I wanted to, I could rig this up with this one and make this a recording deck and just change that head to a race head so it's a real one. Virtually could. Found the blank bit. Oh, let's have to do some recordings. I've got the microphone here. Not a stereo microphone, but that will do. Testing, testing whether you can turn the microphone. It does have an external microphone on the back, and it also has an auxiliary input, which is yeah, another good feature. So let's see how this recording turns out. Let's play it back, see how it recorded. to it. Testing whether you can turn the microphone. It does have an external microphone at the back. And it also has an auxiliary input, which is, yeah, another good feature. So, let's see how this recording turns out. As you can see, pretty damn good. No Dolby, but it does have everything else but Dolby, so it's a nice deck. As you can see, there's little things I was talking about. This little knob here is missing on this one. I only think I could fault it. Let's do some recordings off the radio. Do a test recording. Get the aerial extended. So come on, ride with me. Yeah, it's going to get the copyright infringement. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching. It's all restored good, and I got one of my UPS batteries, a best condition one. I just put some fresh electrolyte in it, and that's just on the charger getting revived. So that'll be on my next video. See how that battery turns out. If it does actually seem like what somehow want to work, it's going to go in this UPS. Just 600, yeah, as I said, they're all 600 volt UPSs, so quite handy to have. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.